In today's video, we are going to be teaching our dogs a deterrent. So if you're taking your dog out on a walk and maybe you don't feel very comfortable in that neighborhood or wherever you are, and you want to be able to give your dog an alert command. Let's say you think somebody's following you and you're feeling nervous or uncomfortable about that. You can give your dog a command that will make them act and appear to be aggressive even though they're not. And this is going to be a deterrent. It's not teaching our dog how to bite. It's not teaching our dog how to be aggressive. It's just teaching them to act a very specific way if we give them a command. Whether we use the command alert or we can say something like easy, it doesn't really matter as long as you have a word that's going to let your dog know to act in an aggressive manner even though it's not actual aggression. Let's get started. Okay, so if it's your dog, you're going to be the one holding the leash, but for this example, since I'm going to be doing the training, I'm gonna have my friend Rachel holding the leash for me. So there's a couple ways you can do it. Some people will keep it behind their back. They'll hold it on one side, so they have it on their hips on each side, and they'll stand staggered, so it gives them stability to support and maintain the position. You wanna try to be like a tree. You wanna keep the dog in one position as much as possible. Now, of course, when the dog's pulling, you might move a little bit, but the idea is you wanna stay as stationary as possible. So Rachel's gonna hold Ari. The first thing I wanna do is I wanna get Ari excited. I wanna get her barking in order to get the toy. Now, I've done this training with her before, so she's gonna start barking right away. Your first step, I also talk about this in my How to Teach Your Dog to Bark video. We're gonna tease her with a toy. When she gets excited, I'm going to reward her with the toy. I'm gonna play with her for a moment. We're gonna out and we're gonna do that a couple times and then we're gonna move on to the next step, okay? So we have Rachel, she's gonna come over here and hold the leash. Like I said, as tight as you can. You can have one on one side, one on the other. And Ari's gonna be pulling. I'm gonna present the toy. You're gonna see she's gonna start barking and she's gonna get very excited. And then I'm gonna reward her for that behavior. You might have to tease your dog quite a bit in order to get them to bark, but this is going to be the basic idea. So I show her the toy. She barks. I move towards her. Boom, I move. I move. I move. Good, and then I reward her with the toy. Now I'm gonna play with her with the tug for a minute. Good girl, very nice. Very good, excellent. Good, good job. And you can slip it and let her have it, kind of do a little victory lap if we wanted to, but we're not worried about that right now. All right, out. No, out, good. So that's going to be the physical cue that's going to get our dog to act, or what's going to appear to be aggressive, even though it's clearly play because we're using a toy and we're using our dog's prey drive. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the command. The command we're going to use for Ari will be easy. So Rachel's going to say easy. The moment after she says easy, then I'm going to present the toy. So the command is going to be easy. All right, so whenever you're ready.
Easy.
Boom, then I present the toy. I can tease her a little bit, give her the bite, boom, we play tug. Excellent work, Ari. Giving her a reward because the toy is more fun when they're actively engaged with the human than when they're by themselves. At least that's the way you want it to be. All right, good girl. Ari, out. No, good. Now the next step is going to be you'd want to bring your dog out and you're going to have the other person hiding around a corner. She's going to have to say the command loud enough that I can hear it. When I hear it, that's when I'm gonna pop out from behind the corner of the wall. So the idea is our dogs are going to think anytime they hear the word easy, someone's gonna come out and play with a toy. And we're gonna do it in different locations and present it in different scenarios so our dog can become generalized to the training. If you only do it in your backyard and then you try to tell your dog easy when you're walking around or whatever command you choose, your dog's not going to act out that behavior because your dog's not generalized yet. So again, step one, we get them to bark and do the behavior that we want. Step two, we introduce the command. Step three, we hide and we have our person say the command in order to cue us to come out to do the correct behavior to get our dog to act the way we want them to. Oh, good. Very good. Good. Excellent. Very nice, Ari. Good girl. Very good. Oh, excellent. Nice. Ari, out. So I would continue to do this up until the point where the moment Rachel says easy, Ari starts barking and getting excited before the person with the toy comes out. So now the next step is we're gonna walk down the street and I'm gonna let Rachel know where to say the alert command. And then I'm gonna jump out of nowhere and do the exact same thing we just did. We're gonna do that in a couple different locations. So you wanna do this, I've talked about this in some of my other videos, to get a dog generalized, you usually wanna do around 8 or more different locations so your dog understands that no matter what the situation is, if you give this command, your dog is going to do the correct behavior. But we wanna do it enough to where, again, they hear that command and they're going, "Where's the toy? It's time to play." And they start barking, which can be a nice deterrent if you feel uncomfortable in a situation where you think there could be somebody who could present a threat to you. This would help scare them off. At least that's the idea. All right, so let's do the next step. Oh, good girl. Let her bark, stay in spot, let her bark. Good. Good girl, very good. Nice job, excellent. Good girl. Hurry up. Attack. Good. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. Let's get her out and an attack. Good. Ari out. Taco. Cheeseburger. Attack. Good. And give her a win. Excellent work. If you're doing this type of training, again, you have to do this in multiple different environments. And the idea is you say the command and your dog starts barking, looking for the toy that's gonna come out. You don't wanna let your dog pull you to the toy. You want your dog to understand it's the barking that brings the toy to your dog. That's what gives us that deterrent that we're looking for. Easy.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
All right, go ahead and reward her. Good. Good job, Ari. Very nice.
Are you out?
Good. And then go ahead and slip it, let her have it. All right, excellent. So if you guys noticed on that last one, I said the command easy and she started barking before Rachel came out. And that's what we want. We want them doing the behavior before the human with the toy comes out and presents the toy to them. That's showing us that they know when they hear the command easy, they think they're gonna be playing a game, and they know that it's the barking that brings the game to them, which in the end looks like a really nice deterrent to somebody who could potentially be a bad guy. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.